There you go, Twitch famous. How's that? Twitch. I'm well known in the gaming community.
As soon as you realize, hey,
yeah, you have to stop glorifying people. I feel like. I'm 19. I'm literally a child. Like I'm a teenager. I'm not famous.
Risk taking when it comes to pressing forward for space individually.
Yeah, it'll be
famous means anyone that I look up to or deserve it. I don't know.
That mentioned prior to the break the difference between.
Thank you, Omar, for this though.
Cypher on this map in particular, right? And like what
those are celebrities. Famous is just well known, so you are. Oh, okay.
It's interesting that at least on the side of 100 Thieves, they're opting to go without any of it. I love Ethan on the Sage. I love Sage on this map in general. So a couple of really nerdy wall spots that you can get really deep side angles on.
Oh my god, what was that?
But yeah, no Killjoy, no Cypher.
Yeah, I mean, but it comes with the benefit of having a couple of really
yeah, Sean, people are calling me famous. I'm not famous.
Like, one of the things that I feel like I learned a lot watching Fnatic play was showing like the Sky plus the Sage, right? And all of a sudden you're slowing them down with the crunchies, the blind is coming in, and then you're aggressively pushing after your opponent.
Would you consider Tyson a celebrity?
You don't even have to rely on having an agent like a Jet on your team.
Dude, people are calling me famous and I'm not fucking famous.
You just play a little bit more aggressively.
Please tell them.
Pairings here.
I'm not finished.
So for Sentinels, they put up the wall towards B, but they're actually hitting A. So we're starting to see some of that conditioning.
I don't like it
already. That should give them a decent idea of where the hit's coming from. Oh, and the wall's
he might be famous, but he's still
so good, but it actually doesn't delay as much as you think. Nitro with a great third away as well.
Ooh.
As it just continues to delay. Sick has already dropped.
Yeah, how far do the Sentinels want to go up those halls? Because right now they're being shut down here. Nitro steal Asuna with a beautiful crossfire. Maybe with a knife to finish it off. It's a flawless round one for 100 Thieves.
By the way, it's Kevin on Vinny's account, but I'm basically video.
You saw Sentinels, right? They were trying to set things up, but 100 Thieves, they read it. They read it perfectly. Nitro went absolutely nuts there. The paranoia.
Chat, you were in the presence of a
the onslaught that was coming from Sentinels was just gorgeous. And Asuna, we talk about a Reyna.
You're the most famous gold player. Ho about that.
So an excellent start.
I'm guessing
you just. Forcing up here.
I'm guessing that was a typo.
Should have the gun advantage. We'll see how things play out. I also love some of the buy. Look at Asuna.
No, chat. Kyedae is a celebrity, first of all.
I mean, if you're on the opposite side of that, that just sucks, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, the last map, Asuna, after winning the first round, he's like, yeah, I'll just go for a ghost, you know, that's good enough. Dapper somehow able to get his up against Steel as Sentinels. They're playing fast and loose with it. Last round, just running straight up that hall. This time, straight through mid. And if they're able to get... Looks like Dapper into a good position. He could show up behind Nitro and cause some havoc, some punishment, but it's 3v2 and the gun advantage for 100 Thieves.
And the spike is down, right? Like the spike's in a pretty brutal spot. Dapper, who showed off some pretty nice moves with the Ghost earlier in the round, now finds himself in a 1v3. 100 Thieves should be able to comfortably get through this. Asuna cleans it up. 2 points away from having the Empress online and going to carry that Vandal into the next round.
Yeah, it's the Vandal and also 50 armor, too. Like, that's no joke. One of the things you have to
the most famous person whose name Kyedae, that's all I know.
Second to a third round, right?
Thank you guys for the sub. This is like the weirdest conversation that I have. Because I don't feel that at all.
Especially when you're trying to, you know, play a little bit more conservatively.
Wait, I have 666,000 followers on Twitch? Wait a damn minute. I like that.
Instead, it's going to be
nobody else follow me. I don't want to get
Asuna,
followed anymore.
He didn't have the Vandal for a second, but he's got it back in his inventory.
You're
it's fine,
right.
For him.
Now for Nitro, we also have that op online. You see how he's peeking his way through double doors.
Vinny told me he thinks you're famous.
The map. You've also got Reyna
you're
set
kidding.
Up with Lear.
Vinny's famous, I'm not famous.
They do feel presence that way, but for Sentinels, they've, I mean, elbows free. They've worked a considerable amount of the way up, and they're going to flash back into Nest to ensure that nobody's back there, so they should have a good bit of room to work with.
I think Finn's $50. I'd say if you're recognized IRL, then you're probably I've been recognized in real life.
There on Dapper. That's really big, because now Sentinels have nowhere to go. They just have to win their gunfights as they push out onto the B side, but there are players coming from all different directions.
Yep, middle of the map is not an option. Defender spawn isn't either. The flash is going to come out now. The Empress has come
when I was out in LA filming for
as he's looking for more. Tenz has gotten one onto Steel. Tenz gets a second, looking for a third. No, he has to dash away.
Yeah, I was recognized like 6 times.
Nice! On the site. Zom's in a great spot. Zom's good for 2. Ethan looking to trade it back, though, as Ethan's in a 1v2. Ethan gets his first! Oh, just narrowly missing the second. Shazam wins the duel to get Sentinels on the board.
I feel like that round showed us how fun and also how frustrating the bomb sites on this map can be. It's just this huge expanse open area, and as soon as those Viper walls drop, all of a sudden you have to be wary about a million different angles. Zombs is able to get so much work done, pushing through mid, seeing that gun around the corner and getting his kill, but you gotta turn a few too many directions.
Yeah, people in K-Town recognized us when we went for KBBQ, and then a ton of people recognized me when Tyson and they recognized me more than they recognized Tyson, and I was like actually mind blown. And I was wearing 100 Thieves before I was announced, and it gave me a panic attack. So I was like,
they've got, again, the middle
I thought it was gonna get leaked. Nice, Tyson.
Gosh, Tenz, what a shot.
Making it look a little bit too easy there. Of course, no armor on 100 Thieves, so body shots. Gonna be doing one shots. It's a Marshall meta here on Breeze for the time being, as Steel's able to fire back one. Hiko also taken pretty low. And, you know, it feels like the rounds have to be pretty similar for 100 Thieves because it's very hard to lurk versus a Killjoy on the other side of things. They have to stay on their side very, very much, and that gives Sentinels a lot of room to work with to play back.
Is it bad I can only play Guardian on this map? Lily, not really.
Oh, Nitro may be in the spot for something here onto Tenz, excuse me. No, Tenz wins that duel. He dashes onto the site. Asuna looking for a little something, though. He's going to get cleaned up as well. They've gotten full
I think he's notorious for the
remaining members
tier 3 sub.
Nowhere close. They're going to have to work their way over. They've only got Marshals. See if they can make some magic happen, as you see for Sentinels. Shazam is taking the middle of the map, denying any sort of flank. That way Hiko gets cleaned up, leaving Steel alone, and he's going to drop as well. We're tied up at 2 apiece.
Sentinels the victors.
I remember when Tyson used to turn off his face cam when you came into the room.
Anyone was able
oh my god, you're an OG.
I think Tenz had a rifle, maybe one other player on the Sentinels, but a whole
I think
lot of nothing there.
Luna for the Prime.
Tenz was able to upgrade.
No joke, chat. When I first started dating Tyson and he used to like
this is where I get a little bit concerned.
I think he taser Ray for the tier 2.
Because that Killjoy is there to sort of lock down any rotations, it becomes very challenging for them
I used to
find those flanks. We saw Asuna have the one round where he's able to push
I used to ask him to always shut off
can't take those wide
like the camera or anything.
Right now, just pushing straight up onto a wall. I love the ingenuity there from 100T.
I think he told off his
we're going to see this fight for elbow continue, and it's going to be a big one, right? Nitro's already dropped, so a couple of kills have been traded. Sick has the Seekers.
Did I see you in Nanaimo before, or am I tripping? No, I live in Nanaimo. You probably saw me.
Great spot.
Beautiful.
There it is. He's already good for 2. Third on the round. And
goodness.
He's got the res online. Members of Sentinels are kind of left tattered here as they are outnumbered. Dapper looking to go big, though. Ethan's good for 4. He's going to have to get the ace to win this round.
You can phone a friend as well if he needs a little bit of extra help. Has to do some parkour to get up there. Make sure he can get the res off. So Ethan doing all the work seemingly. 400 Thieves in
I think he blended for 4 months.
If he can actually push to double arches, that could be big for him.
Oh
he's got
my
one,
god,
but not able to get the second. Nitro comes up big to stop the round, to get the defuse, and to give 100T the lead.
Oh man, I don't think Ethan had that res ready to go before the round started. That would have shocked me. So him getting 4 to make sure he has that absolutely secures the round for his team. Nitro, of course, has to get the aim at the end of the day.
The glowing Asian kid for the Prime.
Chart 400 Thieves. This was a fun round to watch because it sort of showed again how Breeze challenges your ability to flick around in these situations. Ethan goes to the left, goes to the right, gets a couple there, able to push back into mid for a 4th as well. And,
no, we have to. We should watch a movie.
It doesn't matter that much when you
I think he
are
dissed
just
for the
on
sub
top of your game, and that's exactly what Ethan is on this map.
All right, so take a look at
what should I do if I go to Nanaimo?
They've got 4 online and they're big ones. They've got the Viper Spit, so if they can entry just a bit onto A, they can use that Viper Spit to lock down the site. They have the lockdown as well.
I think go hiking. Nice hit.
Wait!
What the hell?
Asuna's on the flank! Asuna's on the flank! He's already got one onto Shazam! And now you've got to respect that, right? Like, you can't give that space away. You've got to...
Why the fuck is he yelling? Oh my god, my ears. Bro, I'm literally on like 20 and I can't stand him. He is straight up an Asuna fan, that's true. Nice. That was a good pick, Steel. Dapper. Okay. god, that was crazy. Steal that flick. Well played there on his behalf. And thank you, Service, for the 100 bits. Is it me? But whenever he says 100 T, not 100 Thieves, it ticks me the fuck off. No, you're not the only. Oh my god, this feels way better. Okay, I'll unmute it, but I'm really hoping it's muted for a reason.
Gamble, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go through here. If someone's watching the flank, it's rough, but I have a feeling.
Get Sully in here. Maybe I should just mute it and let Sully speak.
Maybe in his brain still from Haven.
I did. No, Bruner, I have it loud for you guys so you can hear, but I have it low. I have it like 18.
Still rocking the Guardian here as Ethan's gonna have the Bulldog, and remember the Viper's Pit is now online for both of these squads. Nitro also having From the Shadows to flip the map. It's fully committed onto A here. And I mean, Elbow has just been, other than the one round where Ethan
it's so interesting to see Hiko play anything but.
Yeah, they've just sort of given that up, given up a lot of
mid-control.
The bird there from the steal should have given the information. A couple players got blinded, so off of the shots there too. And the drone, they say we're going to drop down at Viper's Pit, but Sick is able to get his difference of the sky there. And with Tenz pushing in towards mid, like, this round could end up looking pretty good for Sentinels if they're able to break this fight.
Yeah, and either they rotate back around or they push back into it. Ethan's got a huge kill. Gets traded out. As Tenz gets working onto the back of the site, you hear From the Shadows was channeled, and then he actually took it back. So the spike is still sitting in the middle of the map, right? They haven't committed onto anything.
Oh my god.
As the Viper's Pit still continues to cause problems for Sentinels. Nico considering going in aggressive just on the other side, but there are two people there.
No, I agree, Lily. It's really nice to see.
It's going to have to be soon. Asuna drops. Hiko gets cleaned up as well. And it's actually just Nitro now who's alone. He's going to pick up the op, but I imagine he's going to want to save it here.
What place did you recommend?
Yeah, maybe peek for an exit. Get your one
like sushi. I recommend Nori sushi. It's really good and it's in Nanaimo. Other than that, there's a lot of like camping.
And, well, Sentinel's going to have plenty of time to play with Spear, planting it with 8 seconds into the round. So we have a little bit of time. 100 Thieves can start to think about what's to come in.
Sean, honestly, you should. I feel like Josh would be really good at like analyst.
Once this one does go off,
he's so smart.
You know,
these
rounds have really just come down a lot of the time to individual execution on the site. You know, not too much big brain, apart from some outplays there from Steel earlier on the map, but being able to break that Viper opened up the site fully there for Sentinels and allowed them to push in pretty freely.
Is the volume okay for you guys?
Yeah, you know, we talked about elbow control previously, right? And how it's been pretty easy for Sentinels to establish control on that area of the map, even with the Viper's Pit there.
Do you ever want any tattoos? No, because my mom would actually slap the living shit out of me.
They could have rotated off. There was still plenty of time in the round, right? There was
if
still
you're Asian,
over a
you
minute
know.
left where they could have pulled off to B, knowing that the Viper's Pit was there, but because they had elbow control, they were able to
I asked her if it would be okay if I could get my mom's maiden name tattooed on the back of my neck.
We'll see how elbow control continues to be
and she was like,
will it be something they continue
tattoo equals Yakuza facts. No, she's like, she's like, that's so stupid. That's so ugly.
Every round.
That's the worst decision ever. Tyson also doesn't really like tattoos either.
That's a huge cue.
Yeah, maybe even change it and then just go B anyways, just to really throw him for a loop, but that definitely seems to be the expectation. Looks like that same elbow play using the wall, but immediately following off it. This time you can't really
your body though, I know, but
Sentinels know what you're going to be going for, and hey, destroying
I prefer being able to go into an onsen without being asked to get kicked out, or being able to go to a public pool in Japan without being kicked out, because it's really strict over there. They're not super happy with people that have tattoos. Nice, Dapper.
Dapper with that flank
tunnel.
You love to
beautiful.
See that. Gets his too. Just takes the site for free. The rest of his team just says thank you very much for letting us in the front door.
Ooh.
He had a chance at something else, but the timing doesn't work out. Nitro shows up with the op to get them the kill, so they were able to upgrade a weapon. Nitro's got an op. Ethan's got Phantom.
I still think tattoos are super beautiful. Like I have nothing against it. I think they're so nice.
You've got a couple of safety valves if you feel.
And thank you, Caterpillar X, for the 3 months favorite Canadian gamer.
Kind of equalize things.
Throw a gun
Is
down,
Ethan really trying to pull a Dapper right there?
Some games, but Tenz
oh
here's
my.
the drop and doesn't initially get the kill. 100 Thieves could do a little bit of damage here. The timing is right.
Oh my goodness.
Let me call it off.
And thank you, Willy Woo, for the sub.
Yeah, there's just really no easy options, right? Like, if you can get a couple of kills on the way out, that's great. It doesn't look like Ethan's going to even have that luxury, as Nitro's definitely playing safely, taking that off all the way to the opposite side of the map, make sure that it's preserved into the next round.
I have a lot of outline tattoos.
We're tied up at 4 apiece. Sentinels still have a couple of
ultimates to bring
into the
like what my favorite
round.
style is.
And for 100 Thieves, again, they carry that up in. Nitro, he's been so good with it. He's going to get another chance to do so here.
Yeah, one of the other like sort of ult combinations that I feel like can be really important on a map like this. We know like the Viper's pit is so good at just controlling space on these vast open bomb sites. Well, Killjoy ult to try and clear people out of that too can be very influential if you have both of those up.
Who is the first to get a Kyedae tattoo? Who is a real one? You tag bomb, right?
Those or even use them to force Hiko out of his own.
You've been a fan since nearly the start. Maybe you should get one.
Great adjustments from 100 Thieves there. We've seen it a couple of times, but it seems to be far more consistent now.
If someone gets Kyedae tattooed on their body,
onto elbow, but it looks like Sentinels are going to try to hit B anyway. They've used the Seekers. Tenz is going in aggressively. Zomz gets one with the snake bite.
I don't know. What should I?
Things is Ethan just on the other side of the wall, trying to preserve his life. As Sean gets the spike down.
I was gonna.
You see a counter. Seekers coming through from steal. Sick gets dropped. Ethan does as well. My gosh, it was firing squad. It was open season.
I think it's
just as quickly as 100 Thieves members tried to get there to take the site back.
And Sentinels just stuff it as well.
Yeah, no, I really like that very forward, very aggressive post-plant setup there where I believe it was Sick that was pushed all the way up right next to double arches, and you've got a couple other players back on site ready to play off of it because of the way the arches are angled. You know, it's really hard to be covered from every single position on site, so if you do see Sick on that close angle and you sort of push off to left there, well then someone's going to be able to see you have that line of sight from deeper on the site. Really like that from Sentinels when they're able to burst onto the site quickly.
I really like this style of art, chat, like the really thin outlines, like thin work done. And so if I were to ever get a tattoo, it would be something like just super thin, simplistic line work. I really like it, and I think it's super beautiful.
This is just a pistol round, right? They have a couple of sheriffs and a ghost. They don't have much to work with.
Yeah, needlework tattoos.
They've got a dream too. Dream to win this round.
Someone says sheesh tattoo?
You can't underestimate that, Doug.
Can't now. So, like, take a look at where Ethan's wall went up as well. A slight adjustment, so they're willing to give up elbow, but it's tough.
You know, you can hide your tattoo if you tattoo your tongue. Oh yeah, you can also get tattooed like in your lip.
They understand there's no middle presence. You're going to be able to rotate back towards A for free.
I mean, yeah, Tenz in a great position to sort of cut off rotations. As soon as he gets dinked there, you got to back away from that. Hey, 6 there to offer up a heal, and this is something that Sentinels are really good at, is getting in those forward positions, really punishing you for not trying to control the central areas on the map. Good attempt there from 100T to force them back, but the A site is completely exposed as 100T trying to take control back over there.
Ethan has managed to upgrade a Phantom, but it seems like Sentinels want to make sure that this one isn't going to be a problem. They invest the lockdown. Ethan's already been dropped. Great flash, great shots from Dapper as well. As it's just Hiko and Nitro that remain, and they've got nothing but pistols. No shenanigans this time around. No blast through the wall. It looks like Dapper's going hunting. He's not able to land the shots on Hiko.
What the fuck was he trying to
do? He wanted the knife. It doesn't matter. Sentinels win the round anyway.
We love to see it there, having a little bit of fun at the end of the round. You know, that lockdown's an interesting one because it's hard to see where exactly Sentinels are in terms of their economy, but that's the type of play when, well, 100T are on an eco, they've only got pistols.
And thank you, Little Herbie, for the sub.
That if you need to hold
and thank
on
you, Ace,
to a good amount
for
of guns.
3
yeah,
months.
They've got
Tenz cam needed. Oh my god.
$1 million in the bank. So
hello, Jonas. How can I have a good night? Thank you.
I don't love that one for
you have a good night as well.
It sucks the life out of 100 Thieves. They don't feel very good at all after that one.
No, but I think at this point, they're still in a great spot to make this half a competitive one. They have the Empress in the pockets of Asuna. But again, a similar path from Sick, right? Work your way up elbow. There's no wall there. You can take some middle of the map control away as well. There's that delayed wall that we saw from Ethan in the previous round, denying entry onto B. But looks like this time Sentinels are going to want to push into it no matter what. They have the Viper's Pit in the pockets of Zomz. Paranoia's coming out. It's Nitro looking for a little bit of action, and it's all just a ruse, as it looks like Sentinels are going to rotate away. Asuna's in a great spot.
I think they did they not see him? Ty, turn around, please. Turn around, Tyson.
Turret. How patient is he, though? He gets one.
Yeah, but I mean, look, 6 right behind him as well, but he just
manages
to get away. Sick manages
that
to get the kill.
Bad.
He's got the spike. That should give him access towards A. But it gives you so much time too. You can
thank you, Joni, for the sub, and thank you, Big, for the 2
now
months.
Tenz has worked all the way up through mid, can hop up into Nest, and now
good trade, good trade.
timing on Nitro. It's a 4v3, and he could just make it a 3v3 with the pressure from behind.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Nice tie.
Gets the kill on Nitro. Steals on the flank as well. Steals good for 1.
What is that?
He's got the flash as well.
This is a ratty
Who's
shit.
flanking who, Doug?
To give him a little bit more space, Steel manages to land the shots. Excuse me, it's actually Ethan who gets it. It's now
Easy
Tenz,
for you,
who was
Ty.
on the flank, and the slow burn is now alone in a 1v3.
What?
Steel with the moonwalk out. Lands a shot
What
with
the
Vandals
hell?
to clean up Tenz
That
and get
Vandal.
themselves to 5.
Oh my god.
Wow, what an interesting
What a
round
nice
there.
shot.
You know, Asuna finally is trying to commit to that flank, something we haven't seen a whole lot, but he's the player to do it on 100.
Steel stealing it? Yeah, 100%.
Gets that Viper initially.
I think you paused for the prime.
Dismissed to buy a little bit more time. At the same time, I think Nitro was getting an off.
It's so weird to see Nitro play on Sky.
Once the Killjoy went down.
Yeah, there were like 4 flanks, exactly.
Just went all in. They're like, okay, we're gonna run straight down to, we're gonna run straight down mid, and we're gonna be flanking the team that's always flanking us. So while they were in attacker spawn, all of a sudden Tenz is in defender spawn. It's this entire long dance as both teams come in from behind.
Flankers have been flanked. There's the different Viper wall that we were talking about. The ult's going to come online for Sick. That means Seekers are there. They've got almost all ultimates. Dapper's the one exception, and he's already died. Excellent play from Asuna to control hallway, and Sentinels as quickly and as aggressively as they wanted to move up, they come to a slow, screeching halt. Here come the Seekers. Tenz with the Blade Storm. Looking for a little something. Hunter Fury's going to come out as well. Steel gets concussed. Here comes the Viper pit as well. Sick just, excuse me. Tenz just on the other side, but Sick gets cleaned up.
Oh my god.
In his hand, Steel with 4 health, got 1. That was all he gets. His Zamzu's left alone. He's still able to dance through his Viper's pit, right? And the spike is down. This is a decent, well, maybe less so now, but a decently winnable situation. He's going to get cleaned up in the Viper's pit. They're going to be able to get the defuse. What a half to get us at 6
Nice
apiece.
try.
This is exactly what whets my appetite for a map like this. You know, when it's so evenly balanced going into the half, 6-6. It's not like Haven where, you know, one team was just always winning on defense. It seemed like, no, both teams have been able to throw some pretty excellent punches and show us why this map can be a little bit more fun. You know, a newer map into the rotation, but one where you already saw Asuna had some big plays going for flanks of his own. Tenz on the other side too, working up mid. There's a lot of room for individual
for the 2
agency
months.
to take those kills, to take that space, and just go for some crazy plays.
I mean, really, for both squads, very similar to Haven, right? Like, it's just been a pop-off performance from a couple of players. We called that. Ethan was in an excellent spot and delivered to get him as far as he did. So we're knotted up at 6 apiece. Now we're going to see how 100 Thieves can test their mettle on the attack side. It seems like a pretty heavy stack
Is
towards
Kale
A
allowed
right
in
now.
this?
They're
No,
going to try to work
he's
the
not.
middle of the map, presumably
He
to
is
get
not
into the double doors.
allowed.
But the thing is, there's all sorts of Killjoy utility on A.
Yeah, big difference between the two comps is that it's going to be double controllers from 100 Thieves. Got all those smokes coming in with an Omen, but less tools to scout out. And, well, they just want to run on through, but they meet the barrel of a Sheriff right there, and that's not one you want to be feeling.
Oh, Tenz looks like he had another shot at 1, but no, Shazam's the one that cleans it up. Dapper does as well. As
he looked
quickly
lost.
as it starts, it's just Asuna's alone. Now, Arena in a pistol, we
Arena
talked about it, it can be gross.
Oh no!
What is this sense?
But he has no idea where they are, right? Like, he's guessing, and the footstep. The water footstep's gonna give him away, but Dapper's weak. Sick, not able to, Sick does land the shots onto Asuna to win the round.
That sense makes me freaking
it
nauseous.
It did feel like it was happening for
He's
just
like
a moment.
this
It felt like it
the
was
whole
gonna
time.
happen.
Like,
Sentinels take the round, though.
Yeah, I think we've all played enough pistol
like,
rounds where
holy.
there's Arena in the game.
You gotta slow it down a little bit, Peter.
1v4, 1v5, doesn't
Oh my
really matter.
god.
The decision to drop the ghost a little bit
You're gonna
interesting.
puke every time.
And they're in the 1v2.
It's on his POV.
On his side, but ultimately
Like,
it was just
like,
a little
actually,
bit too much. You know, playing
I don't
around
feel
those
good.
pyramids, you really can just do that dance, and Asuna has to commit one way or the other. So Sentinels do take the pistol. That'll be important.
Thank you,
from
Sam
them.
plays
Looks
well
like
for
it's
the
gonna be
sub.
another Ares for Dapper. It's been a bit of a fan of that weapon so far.
It's crazy how good his aim is now. It's very well controlled.
Yeah, so this
Is
time
he bored for
Thieves,
the
it's
3
another
months?
towards A, but it's a slightly different one, right? Like previously, we saw the wall go up. They controlled the middle of the map. You've got Sick, who's fighting for that area as well. But for now, 100 Thieves quietly work their way all the way up. into Hall. Ethan's already good onto one. As Shazam drops it, and listen to him, like freaking Clydesdales working their way around.
God.
But Dapper, oh my gosh, she was right under their noses. Is good for 3, and remember, all they have is pistols, right? But
nice!
gosh, what a round from Sentinels.
Well
Doug,
played,
Dapper was just the
Sentinels.
troll under the bridge right there, and you know you have to pay the troll toll if you want
Troll
to get
toll.
past. You hate to see that for 100 Thieves. They didn't expect that, but it's not going to be fun at all. They didn't have the economy
And
to
you
pay
Kyedae
the toll,
Daisuke
Doug.
for 2 months.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what positioning. So Sentinels have a 2-round lead. They win the pistol. They win the following. Now 100 Thieves are going to have rifles. They're also going to have full armor across the board. Keep an eye on Asuna, just a couple of points away, as is Steel from having their ultimates online. And it feels like a little bit of rinse and repeat. It may be a slightly different flavor, but we're still going back towards A. Tenz.
Yeah, okay, sure, why not?
What?
Gets a second shot. He just gets 2 kills with the Marshal. The Marshal is in season, ladies and gentlemen, and Tenz is on the hunt.
100 Thieves, and they still have guns, so they're still in a decent spot.
Oh no,
Ethan good
Shaz,
on
come on.
Tenz, that pesky Marshal offline. Wall's in a great spot too to provide some covers. It looks like Ethan is going to be able to get the spike down. Shot darts coming through. Nitro get messed up.
He tried to
but take a look at how
crouch jump
Hiko's
that.
playing offside, ensuring there's no flanks. They're going to get back to their post-plant positions.
Yeah, my
Imagine
Marshal doesn't
Hiko
do
with
that.
Where that's dropped, right on the other side of the Sage wall, probably has a good snakebite lineup. We'll see how things play out. Nitro's been spotted, Nitro's been cleaned up, and now Sentinels can continue pushing forward.
Yeah, Sentinels
Slowly
kind of have to
but
push through it.
Shazam drops, Sick drops as well. Yeah, they've got to take the fight to them. Zoms is left alone. The tap. It's a bait, it's sneaky. The wall comes down. Zoms gets cleaned up as he's met by 2 members of 100 Thieves who deliver the business. 100 Thieves get the first round of the half.
Fab, you're
Hiko living on
29?
Just a sliver there.
I thought you were like
Feel
16.
good for 100 Thieves to take that one, and this time they've got some more tools to work with in the post.
Oh, okay.
The snake bites stick on the ground for a very long time. They've got the sky flashes go through the Viper wall, so it does feel like using that wall setup can be very
Have hacks like
for
those
them.
Tenz
This time, though,
fanboys, so I
slowing
thought he was
things down a bit,
16.
knowing the Sentinels are going to have full rifles. It's not just going to be a 10 show on the Marshal, though it may well be him with the Blade Storm coming through. Doesn't look like he's committed into buying a rifle, so yeah, just going to use that one to make sure he can get an up, likely in the next round.
Deploying drone.
How do they play this?
19 gang, where you at? Hello,
Delayed
I'm here.
look for 100 Thieves, but it is another hit towards A. You see
21
trying to
feeling
wise
like
up
a
to it little
boomer.
bit. They've got heavy killjoy utility, but they've also got a little bit more presence. The
I think
Seekers
you
are
a more
out,
perish for the sub.
and between the Seekers and the wall, really, there's no question about it. They want to hit this. They've also gotten up on the wall, or excuse me, on the hall. The door goes up. Asuna gets one onto Tenz. Spike has still not been planted.
Asuna also could feel like
Ooh,
6
Dapper.
HP gets taken out by Dapper. Very hard round to play for 100 Thieves.
Nice.
Spike on the ground, and now it just drops. Not even planted.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's so difficult. It's going to be so difficult for them to get through to this, but they've got to try Nitro. That's a huge step in the right direction. Hiko gets onto one as well, but now he's left alone. He's got the Viper's Pit. Oh, but the lockdown is beautiful. Is he going to be able to get it and then get away? The timing might not be great.
I love Dapper, though. He's just leaving the lockdown, and they both come around the corners of pyramids at the same time on opposite sides. That's the
Do you
type
guys
of
call
play
pyramids
in the
boobies?
moment. You know, you probably don't have a ton of reps where that
I
comes
do.
into play at the end there, but they make the
I
exact
think you
right
curve
call.
this
Like,
up.
we just overwhelm him. Make sure that he has to pull a 180 in order to kill
Tit
both
1,
of us,
tit
and
2.
he can't
I like
get
that. Titties? Booba. You know, Booba's
Oh, the
kinda.
series just continues to deliver. If it, like, moments like that, super tense moments, but for Sentinels, that was a big round win as they look to continue.
Tit 1,
to
tit
pile
2,
it
then
on for
cleavage
100
in
Thieves. So
between.
you've got a couple of very key ultimates. Ethan and Nitro are very close to having
That's
theirs online
funny.
as well, but it's just
Oh my
pistols
God.
across the board. We'll see what they dial up. Once again, they're going towards A.
Yeah, that push down Hall. That's gone decently well in the past, but they're going real deep forward. Tenz, even just with the Spectre, is able to get one and reveal pretty much the entire intent of 100 Thieves in this round.
I feel like that's all they're
The
doing.
door tried to get closed, I feel like, for Shaz. Does end up going down. It's the fun little dance you can play. We don't get the full experience where it's just like flipping the switch back and forth with no
think
actual
Mochi for this
gunplay
one.
involved, but I feel like that's what the riot
I
does.
feel like
Really
100
hope
Thieves'
we'll
strat
come
is
to play
literally
with
going
door
down
there.
halls in here.
Just know it's
And that's
down.
it.
No, it's down. It's up. Fun.
On attack.
Gameplay.
Exactly what they're aiming for. Now Sentinels with the 3-round lead. 100 Thieves should be much more comfortable as far as finances and as far as artillery goes. And the question probably on everyone's minds at this point is when are they going to switch things up? It looks like
I don't
now
know.
might be the moment. They've gone like just slamming their heads against the wall, trying to make something work.
Sleeping. Do you guys see him? He's right there in this bed. Chat. Do you see it right here? Right here?
In the same place
That's
that it
cool.
has been either, so that maybe it's hella Q. It looks like they're going to try to work elbow.
Yeah, they
You
flash
see his
towards
head?
B to
Yeah,
try and get some info
so
right,
cute.
then work up towards elbow, see what you can get done. You got a couple of players scooting forward towards pillar, and Tenz just peeks out of the smoke.
Oh.
What a ballsy play by him. It doesn't pay off, but there's more players on the way from Sentinels through those doors. Dapper gets his.
It's just going to be chaos across the middle of the map. The spike is still further back. Shazam's going to get one onto Asuna.
Nice. They're reading them like a book.
Alone in a 2v2. Now you see Nitro starting to get back, pick up the spike. And you still, I mean, you've got options plenty right now. Hiko's got to go up big, though. As you see, defensively for Sentinels, they're split, right? And they have to be split because they don't know where the hit's going.
Yeah, and you can see, like, Shaz is just trying to watch Nest there, make sure.
Oh, no.
Wait,
paranoia.
He
How
jumped?
does he do that on 2
paranoia.
HP?
Wait,
Beautiful
look how
paranoia,
low
like
that
you're
both
saying.
of them
Now
are.
Shaz in the
Chat.
1v2.
Oh my gosh, the shot dart!
Oh, no.
On the Nitro,
Oh,
he
fuck.
has 2 health left. The
I'm
spike
sorry.
isn't down yet. And he's been tagged.
The utility usage from Shazam, it's
Shazam is
beautiful.
so smart.
35 seconds, Hiko has to come from somewhere
Breathe
unexpected
on
to make it
him.
happen.
Oh my gosh, it might work.
That's it. That's literally all you have to do.
Shazam's still fully healthy, still has full armor, still has the Hunter's Fury, doesn't have any other shock darts.
add her
so
on,
Spike is going to go down, but it's still going to require some insane heroics from Hiko
No way.
to hold this thing off, and that's certainly going to help.
So make it a close-range fight. It's beautiful.
Yep.
I love it. Now you just try to play time. Shazam is trying to spam a little bit. Doesn't want to wear himself down inside of the smoke. That'll do a lot of damage, and Hiko pops out from behind. A huge win and a huge clutch from Hiko.
My gosh, Hiko, like, he always does it. He always does it. I don't know how it happens, but he constantly finds himself in situations like that, and he delivers beautifully played, right? The Viper's Pit.
How?
And all of that is only possible because of the paranoia from Nitro, right?
He still won.
Paranoia
We
from
were
Nitro
for the win.
doesn't happen. Hiko doesn't
Yeah,
get
that was
first kill,
a good
and
play.
then the round is probably wrapped
But
up.
Shazam's also
but
a boomer,
Hiko
though.
played the utility so well. You called it utility from both
Wait,
of
how old
those
is Shaz?
players.
Like
It was a
26,
master
27?
class in that moment.
Yeah, it's a moment where Shazam gets all the information that he could possibly ask for.
Yes,
Gets
Shazam's
beautiful
27.
shot
How old
dart,
is Hiko
beautiful
again?
Info dart as well, but at the end of the day, it's kind of a 50-50. Once that wall
30.
drops, you
There you
gotta
go.
choose the right
45,
direction to be
what?
facing against Hiko with faster reaction times.
How old is he?
Right decision to get that
30
kill. Now, 100
ish?
Thieves, they're geared up
92.
outside of A lot of Killjoy utility down
think he's
on
set
the
for the
site,
sub.
so it can be a little bit hard to take and actually get that
He's
spike
31.
on the ground,
Oh, okay.
especially if you don't get an initial kill on Tenz, who's playing around with that Marshall that's looked so good in his hands.
He's 31. Right.
Got
We both
Shazam
get senior
controlling
discounts.
Calls as best as he can. Nitro does not fully commit. Talk about balls in place.
Oh,
Does it again?
sexy.
Why not?
Oh my god.
What a shot! All right, but for 100 Thieves, they still have to work their way onto the site. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out.
What, Ethan?
As
That was
Dapper drops,
crazy.
Shazam looking to stop things and delay as best as he can. And so
What?
far, it seems to be working. Nitro's gotten onto the site. He's got the spike.
Wow.
He doesn't have any health. Sentinels with 2
Thank
members
you,
remaining take the
Boba
round
Tea for
away
the sub, and
to get
thank
them into
you,
a
Big
3-round
Bad
lead.
Jacks for the prime.
Nearly a lineup there for Nitro, but hey, it is once again the utility and the hold there from Sentinels
go.
standing strong, getting through the Killjoy. Not easy. Getting through Tenz with a Marshall, that's almost it's
When
crowd
Sentinels
control,
wins
right?
this, he'll
You know,
eat a
shooting
Popeye's
people is
biscuit
gonna
with
get
no
the job
drink.
done. It's going to stop them in their
Ugh.
tracks, and well, when you have that Hunter's Fury to play with 2 from Shazam,
Oof.
the spike is never going to hit the ground. So 100 Thieves, they have to
That-
take this moment to regroup a little bit.
You
Down
wanna
3
die?
rounds, Sentinels 2-round wins away from just taking the series 2-0 and getting that long
you Morgie for the
rematch
sub.
against XZ.
Well, and look for 100 Thieves, like, they're broke, right? Like, they don't have any money to work with. They're not going to bring a ton of rifles into this, so we presume that Sentinels should be able to get to match point, all things considered, and then it's going to be on 100 Thieves to once again claw their way back up to this thing to force overtime. They've shown that they can do it, right? Like, we saw this exact same story play out on Haven, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm kind of hoping it happens again.
I mean, we just won a 3rd map, obviously, right? Like, you don't get to cast teams like this every day on top of their game. And, you know, the one good thing, 400 Thieves, is they're going to have some big ultimates coming up. Maybe not to use in this round, but they have the Resurrect. Asuna's got his. Steel All he needs to die is get a kill, you know, maybe, and he's going to be able to pop that for some great information. And Sentinels, they don't have those big ults just yet ready to go. A couple points off.
Meridian Dread for
and Zombs and Shazam used
Korean fried chicken. Oh my god, Korean fried chicken is so good.
They can maybe try and force a win off of good ultimate usage.
I'm so hungry right now. What the fuck?
Hot and heavy
Cheese
hit
dogs.
towards me. Saw Sig with the flash across the middle of the map, not getting anything going. You see the smokes and the Vipers will come out, and that should be a clear telltale sign that that's where 100 Thieves are going. And well, it went about as well as you'd expect.
Oh god.
That round
flawless
was
round
quicker.
for Sentinels.
Oh, no.
That round was quicker than the tactical timeout.
That was fast.
Like what?
All right, but now, like, we mentioned it prior to that round, right? Now 100 Thieves are able to respond with strength. Now they're able to respond with pressure of their own. They're going to have weapons, and look at how they're posted up. Dude, we're doing this again. They're going back towards B.
Yeah, a little bit of, right, you know, you full send it into B site when you're on, you know, the util buy, the eco buy, and it's not looking great for you. And then you run it back again. That's not going to be expected. For Sentinels, they don't have to deal with the Killjoy, but they do have to get past a Viper. And if Zombies get one kill, all of a sudden, that pick can go down. It's going to be that elbow control here. Sig gets knocked. He gets CC'd and taken down.
That's so huge. So now they have elbow control, but take a look at how Zombs is pushing his way up. That's going to be a big one under Nitro's. Tenz works the middle of the map. Tenz, good for one.
Oh!
Ethan drops
I still got that one too?
And now they're going to be able to work their way towards mid. Just 2 members remaining on the side of 100 Thieves. Sentinels looking to put him away. Make it just one. It's Asuna. Asuna good for one.
Oh, let's see,
He's got the
Peter.
Empress online, but the spike is not down. He's going to have to work his way back. He's entirely outnumbered. That would be one hell of a shot. He's going to have to swing as well. And no, it's not going to matter. Sentinels do it on Haven. They do it on Breeze. They take down 100 Thieves in 2-0 fashion. Folks, we're cutting to a break. When we return, we'll collect our thoughts.
I've been streaming for 7 hours. Holy fuck. And thank you, Jeff Tears, for the 2 months. Thank you. Congratulations. And thank you, Yippo, for the sub. Damn. That was crazy. Love the controlled reaction. Alan, you know me. I'm really pushing the envelope by cheering on for Sentinels. So, I'm trying to be calm. Sheesh! Well played. I'm so happy. But sad, but happy. And thank you, BitSafe, for the sub. Well played. Well played. Well played. Do you guys want me to get Tyson real quick? Let's see. I'll see if he's down to. If not, then I'm not forcing him.